Welcome back, you nasty motherfuckers. It's your host Hazel, and we back again for Nasty Girl Podcast. I am finally back. After this long, dreadinous break from you guys, this is Nasty Girl Podcast, and bitch, yo nasty ass girl is back. And honey, I'm better than ever. Let me let y'all know. I took some time, I took some time to relax. I took some time to myself to mentally handle my shit. But now it's game time, bitches. Like, I'm on my shit now. So, I'm gonna just go ahead and get right into the shits, y'all. Because, fuck it. Where have I been? Honestly, on TikTok. Follow me on my new TikTok, y'all. Nasty girl, nasty girl Hazel. That's my new TikTok. I'm posting regular videos on there, and I'm posting my Sims videos. My Sims, they pretty crazy. But other than that, y'all, I had to take some time away from the pod to focus on my mental health. And during that time, I made a lot of harsh decisions. And never once did it come up to me quitting my podcast. I took a break, and I felt like that break was very, very much needed. Um, and it wasn't my podcast that was making me depressed or making me have anxiety. Nothing like that. My podcast actually brought me so much joy, and for me to have to take a step back from it really hurt me. However, I was battling an issue with my career, with my job. And I was battling stuff at home. I was battling personal issues with my family. And it just seemed like a lot. And people with depression and people with anxiety understands. Like, once it seems like one thing is going wrong, Jesus, you're just waiting for the next thing to go ahead and spiral out. And it seemed like it just never stopped. It just never stopped. Honestly, the end of July and the whole month of August was a very hard month for me mentally. And however, I kept telling myself I'm going to see the end. I'm going to see the end of this tunnel. I'm going to see the end. I'm going to see the light again. And I did. It took me to the end of August, but let me let you know, it took me to the end of August, like beginning of September, to see the light. But I literally believe in manifestation. I'm gonna say that shit all the time. I believe in manifestation. And with the issue that I had with my career, I had an issue with my job, and I was put in a position that I hated that I was in, and I felt like I had no other choice but to leave. So, with that being said, I ended up started looking for a new position, a new career path, and all this other stuff, which also created a huge depression for me as well too, and a lot of anxiety because I've been with the company that I was with for over 4 years, and I love that company. I love the things that I had with them. I love the connections I made with them, the people that I met, everything. However, when I saw the light at the end of the tunnel, y'all, I promise you, all of the month of August, I kept saying, I'm going to get me a new job. I'm going to get me a new job that pays better. I'm going to get me a new job to set me up for success in the long run. And you know what happened, honey? By the end of August, I got that new job. So that's why I'm back now. I'm not going to lie. I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm not out the tunnel yet, but I am seeing the end. I am seeing the light at the end, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I love I love manifesting things for myself. I believe if you say it enough, pray on it enough, and believe in yourself, you can actually do anything that you put your mind to. And therefore, people say that crap all the time and be like, "Oh no, that doesn't really work." It does, because I sat there and I put in so many applications. I went on so many interviews, and for the job that offered me a position to offer, I mean, honestly, I didn't think I was gonna get it. So I was literally so surprised, and I'm like, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm starting to see the light. So I'm so happy to be back, guys. I really, really am. This is an amazing opportunity for me. And also, I get to keep doing what I love, which is this podcast. Now, with that being said, y'all, I thought, what would be better than to talk about jobs? What would be better than to talk about jobs? And I know we're all sitting here saying, like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, this is supposed to be a nasty ass podcast. I listen to this for some nasty shit. Well, baby, have you ever heard of nasty shit at work? Because, baby, everybody doing that. So, I don't have a fetish of the week, y'all. I do not. Because, one, I just thought I was going to talk to you guys about something else other than fetishes. I'm going to talk to you guys about the do's and don'ts of having a work relationship or having a sexual work relationship. So, sex in the workplace. Let's talk about it. Now, whether you've done it, whether you wanted to, whether you dated someone that you worked with, it's still all the same. Let's put it that way. It's still all the same. Some companies have a strict policy against dating at work. Now, if you were already dating or married before y'all started working there and y'all both decide to work there, then the company has nothing to say about it, right? Nothing to say about it. However, if y'all have met at the job, then the company, depending on which company, has the right to say something about that. And that may cause you to be terminated. However, nobody wants to lose their job over no dick or no pussy. I ain't gonna lie. Because pussy don't pay the bills and dick don't pay the bills. Can't pay bills and dick. So, therefore, nobody gonna lose their job over having a relationship at work. That's if the company takes it that far. If your company has strict policies against dating at work. However, here's the do's and the don'ts and how we can get around that. And how you can get whatever little off that you need to get off at work or even at home. So, I want to talk about first sex in the workplace. Now, I have worked so many jobs and I've seen so many people have sex at work, have sex with managers, have sex with supervisors or regular employees, whatever. And I've seen them have sex at the job or even at home. You know, when they leave to go hang out secretly. But the one thing is that people always mess up on. And I say this honestly. They always fuck up on letting other people know or letting other people see you. Being discreet is the one of the things that you need to understand when you are going to date someone or just have a fuck buddy situation with a coworker. No matter what they are, you both can be the same exact. Y'all can both be cashiers. It does not matter. It still needs to be discreet. You cannot let everyone in your business because one, people don't know how to mind their business. That is the main issue, honey. And let someone see what y'all got going on, flirting, whatever. Y'all looking at each other. No. And that's the main thing that gives it away. The way people look at each other. So I'm gonna use one of my ex-friends as an example. Back when I was younger, I worked as a server at a restaurant. The restaurant's no longer open, but it's whatever. And she was messing around with this busboy. We were both servers. She was messing around with this busboy. And the company had a strict policy against dating. Strict policy. However, the way he looked at her as she would walk by or she was doing her job, whatever, the way he looked at her like she was giving him the best head he had ever fucking got. She was giving him that gobble, gobble, slurpy, slurp, everything. Let me choke on this shit till the bitch die. Like, he looked at her like she walked on fucking water. That shit gave it away. The way you look at people give it away. Now, I'm going to talk about the places also. If you're going to have sex at work, do it in a place that a camera is not looking at you. Don't be a dumbass. Don't be a dumbass, because she was a dumbass. Again, my ex-friend, I'm going to go ahead and call her that. She was a fucking dumbass. Fucking dumbass. She had sex with him in an area in the restaurant where cameras were being visible. Now, it wasn't out in the dining room area. Let's go ahead and chill out, y'all. It was in the back, but they had cameras all throughout the back. While she's slurping and slurping him up, honey, giving him that good gobble, gobble, gobble. Like, the cameras are watching. Now, you can't technically see him. However, everybody knows it was him, but you could see her giving him that gobble, gobble on the video. Because I saw the video because they were all doing a huge investigation, talking about who all knew, who let them in, who was supposed to be closing that night, who switched shifts, whatever. And I ain't gonna lie, I did. I was supposed to close that night, and he was the closing busboy. She said, hey, let me close for you tonight. And I said, girl, go ahead. I'm gonna go home and get drunk. Go ahead. Like, honey, I didn't care about my money back then. I really didn't. I really didn't. I went ahead and was like, I'm about to go home. I'm going to go home to my man. Bye-bye. And she did whatever. So they was like, well, do you know about this? I'm like, I guess. I don't know. I thought that I knew they was talking. I didn't know that they were fucking in the goddamn job, but it was whatever. So that's a whole situation within itself, y'all. So one of the do's is being discreet. The don'ts is don't have sex on camera. I don't care how sexy it is. And I need to take my own advice. But I need to take my own advice. But that is a don't. That is a huge don't, especially if you value your job. That is a huge don't, because that is evidence. That is blatant evidence. You can't deny that evidence. That's the problem. I want people to understand. You can't deny that. Being caught on video, like in court, that shit holds up in court. That was you, obviously, right there. I see you. There's no way to go around it. You on video. Okay? So that is a huge don't, y'all. Don't do that. Okay? Now, turning off the lights. If y'all gonna have sex in the goddamn workplace, turn off the fucking lights. Turn off the lights. Okay? Don't let it where people know that you are in there. Now, I've had a guy that I was talking to that one night he was working late and the whole office had already left, whatever, and it was just him and security and a couple of other people on a different floor. However, you know, he was like, can you bring me some food? Sure. Brought him some food. I pull up, you know, I go onto the floor, I bring him his food, honey. Next thing I know, you know, he like, damn, you looking really good today, whatever. And we ended up having sex at his job. Now, let me tell you what I did and what I did wrong. What I did wrong was I left my purse on his desk. That is a wrong thing to do. Do not leave anything out, especially if y'all not right there, where people know that there is someone else here other than him. 2, what I did wrong was I started dropping clothing before we got to the space that we were supposed to have sex in. That is an issue. That is a very, very much of an issue. However, we did turn off the lights. He did lock the door the room that we were in. However, if you caught the elevator up to his floor, you would have been able to still walk amongst all the desks and everything else, all little cubicles, and still see that there was clothes on the floor and that there was a purse on his desk. That is a huge problem. That's a major don't. However, a do is locking the doors. So I want to go ahead and understand. I want people to understand why having sex at the workplace is so exciting. I want you to understand why I'm doing this, why I'm talking about it. Is because when I talk to other women and I go out and I have conversations with women, I let them know, you know, what I do. And I ask people, you know, what are they into? That's like one of my main things I ask. Once they're comfortable with talking to me, of course, I ask them what they're into. And one girl blatantly told me, she's like, I'm really into, you know, authority figures. And again, maybe you want to talk about this on podcast. Having sex at work, especially if you're having sex with a supervisor or having sex with a manager, or if you're a manager, you're having sex with one of the employees, you know, it's whatever. But it's the risk of getting caught is the exciting part. Now, that is a fetish of having public sex and the risk of getting caught. That's a fetish within itself. We already talked about that. However, it's the risk of getting caught. It's the risk of getting caught for me. I ain't gonna lie. If I was to do that again, because me and my boyfriend right now, my fiance right now, used to work together. We worked together for about 3 years at two different jobs, actually. Two different jobs we worked together at. And at any time, we probably could have had sex at those jobs. We never did. Never did. But what would have been the exciting part would have been is the fact that we probably could have got caught. Now, I never had sex with him at all. Because we have our own freaking place. We live together. I can just have sex with him at the house. But if I was to do it at the workplace, that would have been that would have only been the exciting part, was the fact that anybody can walk in and catch us, right? So I do want to say definitely a do is making sure that you're quiet. I know it's hard, ladies. I know it's hard. I know it is. I know it is. Listen to me here. Listen to me. It's hard to be quiet when that nigga giving you that good ass dick. That nigga fucking the shit out of you. Got your leg with the leg up, hand on your neck, one hand on your frontal off. Like that nigga fucking you like it ain't no fucking tomorrow. But baby, you gotta be quiet. You gotta be quiet, girl. You gotta go ahead and suck it up and shut the fuck up. Stay quiet. Do not say nothing. Do not say nothing. Do not say anything. You know, you can pop out a couple little soft moans, but don't you dare get to screaming, girl. Don't you dare get to screaming like you enjoying it too much now. Don't do it now. Don't do it. Don't do it. And then also, make sure you pay attention. Pay attention to your surroundings. If you are messing with somebody at work, make sure you look and see who is watching you, who is looking at you. If y'all gonna look at each other, flirt with each other, touch each other, you know, hold hands or whatever, make sure you look and see who is watching you while you're doing all that. If you steadily in an office with the door closed with this one person all the time, and people are starting to recognize that y'all are always in the office by yourselves, whatever, whether it's talking or whatever, or you always sitting here doing something for them, la la. Make sure you know who is watching you. Pay attention to your surroundings. Because like I said, people don't mind their business. People are messy as hell. If you're going to be messing around with somebody in the workplace, that is definitely something that you need to pay attention to. Because people are quick to say, even if it's not true, that, oh, he messing around with her. He fucking her. That's why he doing stuff. That's why he's so willing to stick up for her. La, 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 la. Like, who the fuck said that was even true? Even if it's not true, because I didn't seen it not be true. I didn't seen it. Motherfuckers done sat there and lied and say, oh, they fucking around with each other. They doing this, that, and the other. That's why he treated her like this. That's why he promoted her, the bartender, and then promote me, the bartender. What the fuck? What the fuck? Bitch, you didn't get promoted because you was fucking dumb. The fuck? That's some mad bitch shit, I ain't gonna lie. Now, I do want to go ahead and say, dating in the workplace, not just having sex in the workplace. There is do's and don'ts to having sex in the workplace, but there is do's and don'ts to dating in the workplace. Now, at my old job, and I can now talk about this, but at my old job, there was this, I can't even call them a couple, because they're not a couple. Like, they're not a fucking couple. These individuals that can't get away from each other, or whatever the fuck. A man whore and a love-sprung child, you know, are fucking around with each other, right? Let me tell you how dating in the workplace, the biggest don't is to make your other coworkers feel uncomfortable. Once you make it a hostile work environment, then that's an issue. And a lot of couples or people that are messing with each other, whether they're messing with each other inside of work or outside of work, make it a hostile work environment when you start to let it be known that y'all are messing around. So these two people are messing around, like I said, and as I said, he's a man whore, whatever. He's young. Hey, when I was young, baby, I didn't date nobody. I was dating y'all. At the end of the day, I was dating you all. Make the best nigga win. The fuck? I was doing my thing. I'm not gonna lie. So I can't talk shit about him. I salute him to whatever he want to do, you know? But what I can say is when you mess with multiple females at the same job, that is that's really spicy. That's really spicy. So imagine all them females seeing each other every day and being around each other every day. And then they figure out that you are the common denominator to their problems. And then, like I said, the love sprung one is the aggressive one to go off on you, cause a scene, cry all over the place, or whatever. You can't even speak to the man if you're a regular coworker because if she's staring at you like, oh, why are you even talking to him? Hostile work environment. Why is it that you can be dating someone, and you think that they can't talk to someone else or speak to someone else, and then if they do, you make sure that that person hears that, oh, I'm telling him, don't you dare talk to her. Why are you talking to her? Why are you flirting with her? La la. And you create a hostile work environment. That is the biggest don't that you should do when you're messing around with someone at work. One, you should not be messing with multiple people, especially multiple women. Women are catty as hell. I'm going to be the first one to say it. They are catty as hell. Now, I'm not going to lie. If I'm fucking with a nigga, if I'm fucking him, and we are fucking, whether we work together or whatever, and we're fucking, and you have the audacity at work to go flirt with a bitch in my motherfucking face, I may say something. However, it depends on the situation. If I feel like I could probably wait till I get home to say something, then I'm gonna do that. But I may say something. But that speaks on your character at the end of the day. So that's another don't. But a do in dating in the workplace, a do is to stay away from each other. Stay away from each other. That is the biggest do I could say. If you're dating someone, don't let nobody know that y'all are dating. When me and my dude was working together at 2 jobs, people had to ask if we were dating. Because he would say something that kind of gave the hint that we were dating, but you wouldn't know because I didn't let it be known. I didn't give a hell. I didn't give a hell about people knowing that we were dating or whatever the hell. Because we're 2 separate people, and I like to keep my work and my relationship separate. We didn't meet at work, so therefore it didn't matter. But if you do meet someone at your job and you just have to date them, keep it to your damn self. Keep it to yourself. Because people will definitely take you down for that. Like, oh, he just doing all this because they're fucking around. People will bring you down the hardest. Now, I am going to go ahead and tell you guys real quick about this time that I had sex at work. And not at no recent job. This was back in the day, honey. And I ain't gonna lie, I was a freak bitch back in the day, y'all. So this is gonna be my nasty girl alert, y'all. Nasty girl alert.
Honey.
And I want y'all to turn this the fuck down because I'm about to let y'all know what my nasty ass did. And this is gonna make y'all, if y'all eat at restaurants, it's gonna make y'all think twice about eating at a restaurant. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna make y'all think twice about it, right? So this is the time that I had a threesome at my job. I was 19 years old. I was working at an Italian restaurant. The one I was talking about that my ex-best friend worked at, who she was fucking around with the busboy. Well, baby, I wasn't fucking the busboy. I wasn't fucking the busboy. I was messing with one of the supervisors, unfortunately for me. And I like girls. Everybody knows this. I like girls. And the supervisor was this fine ass woman. Fine, honey. I have not seen her at all since I've left that job. We never got caught, by the way. Let me go and throw that out there. We never got caught. But fine ass goddamn woman. She has some nice ass fucking titties. Nice little booty. 6-pack, honey. Like, she worked out every goddamn day. Right? And then this other girl that I was was a bartender that, you know, me and her was already kind of messing around, talking a little bit on the side. I had a little nigga, but he let me mess around with women on the side. He didn't mind. And so I was messing with her. And You know, we kept it pretty discreet. Nobody really knew nothing about it. So one night, we all closing. We all closing together. And I don't know what the fuck I don't know what the fuck she said. We're gonna go ahead and call her Keisha, the bartender girl. Call her Keisha. I don't know what the fuck Keisha said. I don't know. But I remember agreeing with her. We were sitting there laughing. We were cleaning up the restaurant. She was cleaning behind the bar. I was cleaning the dining room, whatever, la la. Baby, the manager walks down, and she was like, she had took her, her shirt off. She had unbuttoned her shirt, and she just had a nice little tank top on. Honey, them titties was tittying. When I tell you them titties was tittying, like, girl, yes, I just wanted to smush my fucking face in them, right? So I'm like, damn, you look really fucking good. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Damn, you look really fucking good. She was like, oh, thank you. She was like, can you come over here and help me with this in the kitchen? So I don't know what the fuck she needed, right? So she ends up rubbing all on me, right? While I'm like reaching over to pick up something behind the counter that she couldn't reach apparently. And I'm tall. I got long arms. I can reach some shit. I got you. She was short. So I got you. I'll get it. So I'm bending all over, and I feel like, her, touch my ass. However, the girl, Keisha, walks in. She's like, yo, like, Asia, why you, like, got your ass on the air? I'm like, girl, I'm trying to reach something for her, but I don't see it. Like, I don't see what she's talking about. She was like, oh, well, don't worry about it. And then I guess Keisha and the manager already had something, like, going on or planned or whatever, right? So she was like, well, how about you come here? She sits up on the counter. And then next thing I know, honey, we kissing. Keisha's rubbing on me from the back. I'm kissing the manager, baby. We are on the counter where they prep food at. Like, we are on the counter, and I'm slowly undressing her. When I tell you, that shit was so fucking hot, y'all. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I ate her pussy right there on that goddamn counter and got my pussy ate by both of them right on that goddamn counter. Like, baby, like, I didn't finish closing that night. Like, we were fucking. I did not finish closing. I actually had to come back the next day to finish my checkout because I totally forgot all about it. I left with money and all. Like, I had totally fucking forgot it because we were literally, she and then the manager girl, honestly, so where the counter was and where they prepped everything was like right near where the oven was. And we had like a big deep oven where you could stick pizzas in and la la la. And she squirts, like, her squirt gets a little on the oven, and I don't remember if anybody cleaned that off, but yeah. I know that we had wiped down the counters after we were done, but baby, that's gonna make you, I really think like twice when I think about, eating at restaurants. I'm like, damn, I wonder if they was fucking on the goddamn counter that they just prepped my fucking food on, cause baby, we was on the prep counter. We where they was prepping food, we was right there fucking on that goddamn shit. So y'all, I ain't gonna lie, dating in the workplace or fucking someone in the workplace is very sexy. It is very, very such a turn on. I'm not gonna lie. I see why people fuck their managers. I see why people date other employees because you're always around them. So therefore, it's easy to start having an attraction. But please follow my do's and don'ts, especially my don't of making it awkward for other people, making it a hostile work environment. People should not be scared to speak to someone because you may flip out on them. Nobody wants that bullshit, okay? Stop doing that damn dumbass shit. And if you're gonna be fucking goddamn somebody at your job, make sure you turn off the fucking lights and make sure you lock the goddamn door and make sure nobody else is there to goddamn see it and make sure your ass is not on camera. Get your ass off camera. If you need to push the camera out the goddamn way or put a fucking goddamn cover over it, I don't give a shit. Make sure you are not on fucking camera. Alright, so that leads the end of my episode, you guys. I thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure y'all follow me on all social media, which will be down in the description below. And make sure you follow me on YouTube and also on TikTok at Nasty Girl Podcast. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.